first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brought down at the
on any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Now Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 20.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a Louisiana native is starting here by LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down and 4, Garoppolo. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And it's third down. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Fourth down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Yeah, this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Hollister. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Herbert. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Herbert has it knocked free. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Browns 3, Saints 0.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Mixon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Number 28, Joe Mixon.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings
Now
up
Garoppolo. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mixon. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Joseph's got it. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Herbert. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This is taken at about the 14. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Drive about to get started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down.
With a 1st down carry. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Gain of 14.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
On first down, Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Clyde Edwards.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. With Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken.
A gain of 9.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A shotgun snap for Herbert. His third interception. Picked off at the 36. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score, at least where it is.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now a carry for Dillon. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From his own end zone, Herbert. And the man is Higgins. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Herbert's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The 21-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. They'll roll him out right. They'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Here's Jamie Gillen down. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Back now here live in New Orleans as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Browns 13, Saints 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Greg Dortch on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
The Saints, 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively.
A loss of 2.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo now. He finds his running back, Mixon. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
Garoppolo looks to throw. At the 14-yard line on the return. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series can very well determine our outcome. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To number 81.
A 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
The 16-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
To Jacob Hollister.
Now it's Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Number 28.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's got the 1st down. Yardage before before being taken down at midfield.
Tonight's
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here